Scented ASMR. Hello everyone, welcome to Scented ASMR. Today I want to talk about perfumes that have a scent of lipstick. Some of them have a lipstick note in them, and others just kind of have an overall scent of lipstick. I want to start with one of my favorite lipstick fragrances, and it's called Lipstick On, and it's by Maison Margiela, and it's from the Replica line. Here's the bottle. It says, Replica, reproduction of familiar scents and moments of varying locations and periods. Originally, Lipstick On, Province and Period, Chicago, 1952. Fragrance description, night blush and rice powder. Style description, female fragrance. This, the juice in here, it's darkened over time. It must have natural vanilla in it because that real vanilla tends to darken over time. And so Lipstick On, it's considered a floral fragrance, and it was launched in 2015. The top notes are heliotrope, bergamot, and neroli. The mid notes are iris, galbanum, and orange blossom. The base notes are tonka bean, bourbon vanilla, and patchouli. And what this is it's a powdery iris and vanilla scent that is, of course, very reminiscent of a lipstick. And to me, it smells like a vintage lipstick because it's so powdery. And I really pick up violet in here, which I kind of think they used to use in vintage lipsticks. I don't know why, it just reminds me of them. And there's no violet in the notes, but I do pick up violet. It's a little bit earthy. I get an earthiness from it. I imagine that must come from the patchouli, but I don't really pick out patchouli as an individual note. You really get the vanilla in here too, and it's lightly sweet, and it's a deep vanilla. It's deep and round, helps round out the fragrance. This is really Yeah, this is the standard of what I compare all lipstick scents to. They did a good job at replicating a smell of a lipstick. Sadly, I don't know why, but they discontinued this. I know a lot of people love it, and I imagine it was a good seller, but I don't know. But it's lovely. So that's Lipstick On, and it's by Maison Margiela. This next one here, this one is by 4160 Tuesdays, and it's called Dancing with Strangers. The bottle, the juice has like a golden color to it, and it says 4160 Tuesdays, London, and on the side it says Dancing with Strangers, Eau de Parfum. So Dancing with Strangers, it's considered a floral woody musk. It was released in 2021, and the perfumer is Sarah McCartney. I believe she is the creator of 4160 Tuesdays, and I think she does all or most of their fragrances. It's, the notes in here are lipstick, violet, rose, white flowers, and honeysuckle. And so this is a floral fragrance with a very prominent note of lipstick. I do really pick up the lipstick in this fragrance. The violet stands out as the dominant floral, but I do also get some of the rose and a little of the honeysuckle. It's a very powdery fragrance. It's so powdery that there's kind of a denseness to it. It's like a dense, powdery fragrance, if that makes any sense. I do think this one also smells like it has a vintage lipstick smell to it. Once again, I kind of think the violet's creating the vintage smell. It kind of smells not just like lipstick, but maybe even like a vintage makeup bag. I've heard some people say that this smells kind of like a doll, like a powdery doll. And I could see that, but for me, this is more of a makeup fragrance. It smells like makeup. It's very pretty, and it's unique. I really enjoy this one. My daughter likes it as well. She loved it as soon as I let her smell it. I thought she was going to take it from me, but she hasn't. And so, this is called Dancing with Strangers, and it's by 4160 Tuesdays. This next one here, this one is called Iris Crush, and it's by Jimmy Choo, and it's from the Seduction collection. Nice bottle. It's heavy. It's a lot of fragrance in here. I think this is this is 125 mLs. Has a round cap on it. And so Iris Crush was released in 2020, and it's considered a floral fragrance. The perfumers are Anne Flippo and Carolyn Demir. Top notes are freesia, neroli, and pink pepper. The mid notes are iris, lipstick, and heliotrope. The base notes are tonka bean, musk, and patchouli. And so this is a lipsticky iris scent, and it's very powdery. It definitely has the DNA of the lipstick on. It smells a lot like that one, but this has an added fruitiness to it. I'm not sure where the fruitiness is coming from. There's no fruit in the notes, but it smells like raspberry to me, especially in the opening. I pick up raspberry. It has a smooth and buttery iris, and it's powdery. And the lipstick in here kind of smells like, it's a little waxy and slightly vintage. Not as vintage smelling as lipstick on. And if you are looking for, if you can't find lipstick on, this is a good alternative to it. It's really pretty. It's not quite as deep. I feel like lipstick on is a deeper fragrance. It has that bourbon vanilla in it. But this one's nice. And it's nice on its own. It's a nice feminine powdery fragrance. I enjoy it. I like the I like almost all of the fragrances in the Seduction collection from Jimmy Choo. They're all really nice. And so that's Iris Crush, and it's by Jimmy Choo. So this next one that I have here, this one is called Deviant, and it's by the House of Wesker. This is a really pretty bottle. It's unique. It's I believe that they're handmade or hand painted. I'm not sure. But it's red with like gold foiling on it. It's pretty and unique. And then it has the red rhinestones along the cap. And it says Wesker Deviant. And so Wesker Deviant was released in 2020, and the top notes are grapes, raspberry, ylang ylang, and pink grapefruit. The mid notes are caramel, black currant, damask rose, and orris butter. The base notes are lipstick, leather, vanilla, oud, and tobacco. And this is it's a powdery, fruity lipstick and leather fragrance. It's really interesting and unique. It's very well blended. It's kind of hard to pick out individual notes. Although I do get a lot of the leather and the lipstick, and then the deep and dark fruits. I get the grapes and the raspberry and the black currant, and they're all kind of like I said, they're deep and they're dark. And I do get rose in here. There's like a velvety rose. I kind of get, I'm not sure that I pick up the caramel. It's like really blended in there. I don't get any tobacco. I really don't pick up the oud either. I think those notes are just maybe nicely blended in, giving the fragrance depth. But the leather is well done. I tend not to like leather because it tends to come off too masculine for me. But this one is nicely done. It is a unisex fragrance, but I think it leans a little bit feminine. So the leather doesn't make it too masculine. And the lipstick is it's kind of a little bit waxy. This fragrance kind of, to me, it smells just kind of like a dark and feminine and sexy fragrance. It has a very sexy vibe to it. I think it's probably one of the most sexy fragrances in my collection. And I really like it. It has good performance too. It's strong. It's very strong and it lasts a long time. So that's Deviant, and it's by Wesker. So this next one here, it is from Lancome, and it's a flanker of the very popular Belle, and it is Belle Iris Absolu. Here's the bottle. I think it's a really pretty bottle. There's a Lancome rose on top. I think Lancome is really known for their rose fragrances. This is probably why Lancome is one of my favorite houses, because I really love rose. It's a pretty little feather-like bow on the side. And so, Belle Iris Absolu, it was released this year in 2023. The perfumers are Anne Flippo and Dominic Ropion. The top notes are blackcurrant, fig, and orange blossom. The mid notes are orange blossom and jasmine. The base notes are iris, gourmand accord, and patchouli. And so this one is, it definitely smells like the original Belle. If you've ever smelled it, I'm sure you have. But even if you don't know you have, it's very popular and a lot of people wear it. It's very sweet. It's so it's like the original Belle, but it has the added iris to it, which comes off as a very lipsticky iris. And especially, you really pick that up, that lipsticky iris in the opening. And it's very sweet to me. It smells kind of like a candied iris. Probably from that gourmand accord. It's super sweet. I really pick up the blackcurrant, and it's deep and it's fruity and it's sweet. And the fig, luckily I don't pick up any fig because I'm not a big fan of fig. Maybe it's in here and it's just blended in really nicely so I don't smell it. But as it fades down, the iris kind of softens up and fades into the background. And then you're just kind of left with the original Olivia Belle. But the patchouli is toned down in here a lot, which I like because for me, I like the original Olivia Belle, but I think it has too much patchouli in it for me. And this one, like I said, it's very toned down. In fact, I really don't think I get much of it at all. This is a really, it's a nice fragrance. It's definitely my favorite flanker of Olivia Belle. I really like it. And the bottle's pretty as well. I'm not sure how widely available this is right now. Actually, when it came out, I had to order it from a website in France. But I think that it's on the Lancome website now. So, even if you don't like the original Olivia Belle, give this one a try. If you're interested in that lipstick smell. It's very nice. So that's Olivia Belle Iris Absolu, and it's by Lancome. This next one that I have here is called Etoile de Nuit, and it's by Goutal. This one has a lovely bottle. It's has like a green ombre. I don't know if that's really showing up on camera, but there's like a green ombre color to the bottle. And then it has this nice little charm on it. It has the A and the G for Nick Goutal. And then it has the pretty little sash. It's a lovely bottle. So, Etoile de Nuit, it's considered a floral fruity fragrance, and it was released in 2019. The perfumer is Matthew Nadine. Top notes are bergamot, blackberry, Italian mandarin, and orange. The mid notes are iris, rose, and Egyptian jasmine. The base notes are cashmere wood, musk, and vanilla. And this is a powdery, lipsticky iris scent. It has a lot of fruitiness to it that I get, which for for me it comes off as raspberry. I feel like there's raspberry in here. But I think it must be the blackberry that I'm picking up, because it's not quite as sharp as a raspberry note. It's slightly sweet, and it has like a kick of pepper in the opening. It's kind of peppery. The cashmere wood adds some smoothness to the fragrance, as does the vanilla. That's sweet and round. And it does smell like lipstick to me. But lipstick with some fruitiness and a little pepperiness to it. It's a very it's feminine, and it's very elegant like the bottle. And so this is Etoile de Nuit, and it's by Goutal. This last one that I have here, this one is by Prada, and it's from the candy line, and it's candy gloss. You can see that the box has the lipsticks on it. It's a cute box. It has lipsticks on the inside of the box. A little stopper for the top, the sprayer, because it's not there's no cap to this. It just sprays from the top. It's a pretty shade of pink. I like it. Pink is my favorite color. It has like a leather-like strip on the top. And it says Prada. The Prada Candy Gloss, it's considered a floral, fruity, gourmand fragrance. It was launched in 2017, and the perfumer is Daniela Roche Andrère. And she was the house, I don't know if she still is, but she was the house perfumer for Prada. So she's done a lot of their fragrances, and she's really, really good. I like a lot of Prada's fragrances. And so the top notes are sour cherry and cassis. The mid notes are peach, rose, and orange blossom. The base notes are vanilla, almond, heliotrope and musk. And so this one is not a lipstick fragrance per se. This is kind of more of a cherry lip gloss scent. I think that's why it's called gloss. It comes off as more of a lip gloss, or maybe even like a cherry chapstick. Although it's not a medicinal cherry. Like, I know cherry chapstick can smell medicinal, but this doesn't. It's a cherry almond scent. You get the cherry and the almond. And it's very youthful smelling. It's youthful and it's flirty, but I don't think it smells like juvenile or cheap. It smells really nice. It has heliotrope in it, which gives it a powderiness that I pick it up throughout the wear of the fragrance. And the almond and the vanilla give it some warmth and round out the fragrance. It's very sweet, but the cherry is a sour cherry, so it kind of, I think the sourness kind of tames the sweetness. And like I said, it's just a fun, like flirty and girly scent, reminiscent of lip gloss or chapstick. I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy, well, every single fragrance from the candy line that I've smelled I like. And so, that's Prada Candy Gloss. And it's from Prada. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. It's kind of fun to talk about lipstick fragrances. And I hope to see you again.